The Sheraton Samui Resort is a 5-star resort located on the east end of the island, on Koh Samui Beach. The resort was built in 1987, 2 years before the opening of the island's airport, when the main way to get to the island was by ferry. Because mass tourism had not hit the island hard yet, Sheraton was able to build in a prime location, on a superior beach and near the town of Choang, which has plentiful entertainment and dining options. However, despite its superb location, the property is showing its age and could definitely be refurbished, but we will get into that further in a bit. When you arrive at the Sheraton, you are directed up a set of stairs into the lobby area. The check-in is to your right. There is plenty of seating in the lobby if you need to wait, or there is a coffee shop looking out over the ocean where you can buy yourself a caffeine jolt. The view from the coffee shop is expansive, and this will give you an idea of the view you will get from your room. The property is built into the hillside, with rooms at different levels facing the ocean. If you are given a room at the top of the property, the room will have easy access to a quiet pool, which I didn't see anyone using. These rooms also have an amazing view overlooking the ocean. When I checked in, I was initially given a standard room. At the upper level, there were no elevators in the building, so the porters had to carry our luggage up the stairs for us. The room was well appointed, although dated, and had a walkout balcony that overlooked the upper swimming pool. We used the standard room just to store our luggage and change for the beach, since the hotel upgraded me to a 1-bedroom suite due to my Marriott Elite status. Without the upgrade, I would have been happy with this room. Although not modern looking in design, the room was light and airy, clean and freshly painted, and the bathroom was large. The couch was really a day bed, so good for a child to sleep on if you need an extra space, but not comfortable as a couch. As I planned to spend all my time at the beach, the room was less important to me. When my suite was ready, I was moved to it again by porters, as it was up another set of stairs. The 1-bedroom suite was the size of 2 standard rooms. You enter the suite into the living room, which has its own balcony. This is nice if you are traveling with someone who wakes up later than you, as you can enjoy the outdoors from the living room without disturbing your traveling partner. The bedroom was well appointed and the bathroom was huge. Again, the tiling was dated, but the bathroom's size made up for that. It had a bathtub, separate shower, and a huge closet and dressing area. There are some benefits to being at the top of the property. We were close to the coffee shop and the main lobby, as well as the restaurant where the breakfast was served. We also had a spectacular view. The downside to being at the top of the property is that you have a long walk to the beach, where the lunch and dinner restaurants are located. The hotel did provide golf cart transportation to the beach and back from the main lobby. Sometimes getting a golf cart was easy, and other times we had to call for one and wait. The golf cart transport was quite a ride up and down the steep hill. The golf carts drove down the hill at speeds that might surprise you, and we had to hang on to make sure we stayed inside. We weren't warned in advance, but after your first ride, you knew to clutch the bars in front of you. Along the ride down to the beach, we got our first overview of the property. The hotel has a huge footprint, which has not in places been well maintained. The tennis courts are sad looking and need to be redone. We also passed an area where old lounge chairs were dumped. We jokingly referred to it as the beach chair cemetery. The landscaping, however, is very well maintained and is quite lovely. Once you get down to the beach, you will see care has been spent there to make the area look nice. The Blue Monkey, the beach bar that also serves food from lunch onwards, is beautifully turned out and has fairy lights in the trees in the evening, which makes for a great setting for a casual drink. The pool complex down at the beach is very family-friendly. We saw more people lounging by the pool than on the beach itself. We chose lounges on the beach and went into the ocean immediately. And we were not disappointed. The water is warm and there were no waves. We entered without having to step through coarse and rocky sand, which is a problem for some beaches on Samui, but not on Koh Samui Beach. The beach was serene. There was no loud music, overcrowding, or watercraft. For us, this was the perfect experience. Although we saw a child or two at the beach, the family seemed to spend more of their time at the pool area. As I stated earlier, this resort was built up when the island only had ferry service, and it has a large footprint on the beach. The other resorts on the beach nearby also appeared to have large footprints, which meant that each resort had ample space for its guests. We appreciated that, as we don't like to be crowded on the beach or hear loud music coming from a neighboring bar, and this beach delivered the relaxed experience we were looking for. Let's talk about the food now. I mentioned that breakfast was served in the lobby complex in a restaurant that appeared to be only open for breakfast called Coco Scoop. Breakfast was served buffet style and was included in our room price, which is typical on the island. Although not the most beautiful buffet spread I have seen in Thailand, the food nonetheless was quite good. It had all the typical elements I would expect from a Western hotel in Thailand, meaning both Western breakfast choices as well as Asian breakfast choices. Service at the tables was very slow, both in getting my hot tea when I sat down and clearing away my plates when I went to try new items. The seating area was crowded, with many tables not cleaned quickly after guests departed. So although I enjoyed the flavor of the buffet, the experience was definitely not up to the level I found at other breakfast buffets on the island. We ate lunch at the Blue Monkey, which is the beach bar. They will also bring food to your pool or beach lounges for you, but we preferred to sit at the tables surrounding the bar for our meal. Continuing the service we received at breakfast, there were not enough wait staff to service the bar, and therefore we waited a long time for drinks and a really long time for food. The food was forgettable. We wouldn't eat there again. We tried dinner at Long Tile, which is the hotel's beachside restaurant featuring Thai cuisine. Definitely the most beautiful of the dining choices. The service here was great. They did seem to staff appropriately, so we did not have to wait a long time for our drinks or dinner. The food was also delicious, particularly the curries. So, who is the resort perfect for? Sheraton has location at a very reasonable rate. If you like a quiet beachside experience, this resort is for you. It's also great for families, since the beachside pool is perfect for both adults and children. Its location close to town also works for those wanting a lot of dining choices, as well as nightlife. Its downside is its age, but age is less important to me than the beauty of its beach, so I would recommend this hotel, as long as you are getting it for under $200 USD a night. Thanks for watching, and come back next week as we continue our reviews of hotels in Koh Samui,